Hey everybody, Brett from Stars Gaming here, back with part 24 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play. So, before we do anything else, let's remember to click these guys here so that they don't start leading armies into battle. And we'll get the clock running here. I don't remember what we spent all of our money on, but we are out, apparently. I'll have to go back and watch the previous episode to figure out what I did. I don't remember throwing that much money at anything, though. Did we finally create that title, maybe? Yeah, we must have. Was it down here? I'm totally blanking. Let's see. Been at peace too long. Okay. Well, nothing we can do about that. Which title was it? Was it Rothgarian? No. It was probably that one, yeah. Unless, I can't think of what else it would have been. Because that's the last province we took, so it must have been down here. Speaking of, well, not speaking of, but I just noticed, wow, 64 years old. So I think he's the longest lived king we've had so far. Well, by a year. He's outlasted his father by a year and his grandfather by 6. But hopefully he doesn't go on for too much longer. I'd like to get Prince Snagalak into the throne fairly soon. But let's see, which province are you working on? Oh, my wife died of depression. Okay, that's kind of depressing, actually. Where is he? He's in Sharnhelm. Okay, so he's up here. Sharnhelm is down to 1 province again. It looks like North Point was able to take Dargard back. North Point is extremely weak, though. They're down to only 4 provinces where they had held this entire strip previously. So that's good for us. I mean, as I've said before, the more broken up these Breton kingdoms are, the easier it will be for us to slowly dismantle them. Because that's really all we can do is, you know, continue picking away like we have been. Although I've been thinking that it might be worth it for something small like Orlais here. If we can... Oh, when did we get a de jure claim on Orlais? Oh, right, when we made the... Oh my god. No. Okay. So I'm totally blanking here. I just remember what happened in the last episode. So we got that claim right as the episode ended, and I said I would immediately attack Orlais in the next episode, and I totally forgot, but I remembered now, so let's go ahead and do it. And we will take that and start working our way north of that, I suppose, because we don't want to start venturing into Hammerfell too much, at least not yet. So let's send that. But what I was going to say was for a place like that, it wouldn't be so bad to use an Inquisition if we could win the war before anyone could do anything about it. So that's something to think about in the future. If we've got another small territory we need to take, and they're completely, you know, isolated and independent, it wouldn't be such a terrible idea to just throw everything we have at them with an Inquisition before anybody can come join the fight on their side. But obviously in this case we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's see. He's calling King Emmanuel of Camlorn. Where is Camlorn? Okay. Is he like the king of... Oh, nice. Okay, we got another claim. So that's what we're gonna do next. Depending on how long this goes, I don't know. I mean, we should have plenty of time to do both, but I guess we'll see. I can't see why not, though. So we just got this, and actually before I forget, let's recall him and put him somewhere else. So we'll go there. Lorient wouldn't be so bad. Actually, I mean, like, I'd love to solidify this area south of these mountains. And so Lorient would be key in that, but also dealing with Wayrest has been on my agenda for a while. So let's try our hand with Lorient, because we've had poor luck with Manavia. Okay, so we should very soon, well, we already do outnumber them, but very soon we should be at full strength. And then we'll go ahead and march on them. We're attacking hills from hills, so they'll have a... Oh, what happened right there? Oh, a revolt. Okay, well, hopefully this will break up into a couple pieces, and we can, you know, tear them apart as we've been doing. Come on, you're almost there. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna ever venture into Hammerfell. I guess it really depends on... It depends on how interested you guys are in continuing the series after we sort of start to stagnate. Because, you know, I'm always ready to jump on a new faction and start a new campaign. As you know, I'm thinking of doing the Nords again next, because there's still sort of a bad taste in my mouth after the last one. I wasn't too fond of how we got dealt with so quickly. Heathens attacked me when I tried to spread the holy faith. Well, keep at it, man. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long. But yeah, so I'm thinking of playing as, you know, the Nords of Skyrim once again. Let's mention a church career. Oh, no, he's angry with me. Sorry, dude, I can't just like give you land. I'm gonna diplomatically refuse. He's not significant enough for me to worry about him. Looks like we're... No? I thought we would have been closer by now. But yeah, so we're gonna... I'm thinking of doing next... Oh man, stupid autosave. I was trying to scroll out. For the next playthrough, we'll play as the Nords once again, but maybe not as Whiterun this time. I'm thinking maybe we'll start with like Windhelm or something, or I guess technically Eastmarch. So we'll start over here and try to take Skyrim entirely, and you know, unite it under one rule. Involved in an assassination attempt on... Who's this? Apparently just like some guy. Honestly, I don't care. He's not part of our clan, so... Are we almost done here? Yes, okay. So that is, you know, option one. Option two would be to, I'm thinking go over to Morrowind, and play as the Dark Elves. I don't think we'll touch Cyrodiil at all. But, again, I'm more than happy to take suggestions if that is something you guys would like to see. Okay, so that should be the end of that war. Okay, so we are done. Oh, he's not... I think he might be. I think, yeah. That is exactly what I didn't want. Who's his heir? Well, let's get rid of these two. A ransom. And how about a release, since we can't ransom her. And then we'll disband our army once again. And I don't know if we should immediately attack Sharnhelm. Although doing it while they're not at full strength is probably the best option. So... Looks like they actually were successful. Yeah, they successfully broke away. And now they're trying to take Evermore. Or part of Evermore, at least. Anywho, I think it's in our best interest to attack now. Their levy size is pretty large. And right now we can catch them at half strength, where we are not quite at full, but close enough. So let's go ahead and do it. And they don't really have too many friends. They've been picking a lot of fights. So let's do that. And then call everybody up again. And let's see. Hills, mountains, mountains. We should probably be launching the attack from one of these two. So let's have these guys all meet in Rothgarian, and these guys will all meet in Eaglebrook. And we'll take the favor. Yeah, they're only going to be able to muster about 800. And I don't know what... Wait. Okay, so... The princess has returned from Cyrodiil and the Mages Guild, but she refuses to speak of her experiences there. You know she took part in several experiments and created uncountable enchantments, but instead of reveling in the glory of her accomplishments, she is plagued by nightmares and jumps at sudden sounds. Okay. That sucks, but nothing we can do about it. Okay, so she's been released, and who is she? Oh, my daughter. Right. And we get the money from that. Betrothed can marry. He called in North Point. Shouldn't matter. He's trying to break away, so I think now's a pretty good time to try to subvert him. What can we do about it? We could kidnap her. We could kidnap somebody else in her line, or his line. What can we do with him? So on success, nothing apparently. Let's try it. Rank. I can't sort by that, huh? Oh well. Can we try to kill him off, maybe? We could demand his conversion, but he'll say no. Let's see. Viewed as tyrannical. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So we won't do that yet. I'm just going to leave the troops mustered after we're done. And try to bait him into rebelling. So who is this? My niece. Not too concerned about who educates her. Alright, so hopefully this dual front attack will work out for us. I mean, both of our armies will outnumber his one, so I think we'll be more than okay. That's a pretty ripe piece of fruit for the taking right there. Oh, yeah, we can't even see the options while we've got troops raised. Come on, hurry up. Oh, North Point's coming to join them. That's not good. Kind of surprising considering how often those two were at war. But let's see. Even with them joining, yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say, even if they did manage to make it there and join the fight, they only number the size of the smaller army, and we've got two. Although hopefully these guys get here in time. Come on, come on, come on. It looks like we're going to win anyways, but we'd take less losses if these guys were able to help out. There we go. Okay. And let's just go ahead and join the army up. And then we'll have to siege this, and this, and this, unfortunately. So it'll take a while. Probably won't be able to finish this episode, but I don't know that North Point really poses much of a threat to us at the moment. I think at best they could probably muster maybe 1,500 troops. My son? Which son? It must have been one of the younger sons? Where? Oh, no, the oldest one. Okay. Well, as long as it wasn't Snaglak, I guess. He looks different for some reason. I think he had different clothes on. That's a shame, I guess. Although he was sort of irrelevant. Yeah, we're just going to have to be patient with this one. We don't want to waste... we don't want to build up too many casualties by assaulting these. We just want to, you know, slowly wear them down. I don't know if we'll need to take all three, but I imagine we'll need to at least take two. So we're King Shura the Silver. Okay. How's Lorient come in? Greater understanding of the arts of war, so we get experience. Okay. It's one victory, and that puts us about halfway. I'm thinking we may only need to take this one in order to fully conquer it, but this is actually really, really small. It's only 250 garrison and levy total, so it shouldn't take long either if we do need to go after it. And that one, in fact, we could probably assault if we have enough troops left, which at this rate we will. So while that's going on, I don't know if there's really much else we can do. How's our technology coming? Academic infrastructure is ready. Trade practices is the furthest behind. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we only needed the two. So we'll enforce our demands. And let's see. So we can create another title, the Duchy of Sharnhelm. We don't have the money yet. It'll probably won't be in this king's lifetime that we managed to do that. I'm going to disband these guys and then call up his troops and only his troops, and just let him sit there until he decides to do something about it. I also need to think about distributing this land to some degree. I'm not sure what I want to distribute just yet. I probably, since we have the duchy title for this, let's actually look at that. We'll probably give these three out and then hold the duchy title for ourselves. We'll probably do the same. Trolls. Yeah. My God, I really don't have the money. I'm just gonna have to say damn and not do anything about it, because I don't want to throw that much money at something when I'm this broke. Let's see. A daughter was born to my grandson. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, obviously we'll probably just start giving out the chiefdoms within our duchies, and then he's just my kinsman. Okay. And then we'll just hold on to the duchy titles and worry about that rather than micromanaging them all. But I don't want to do that just quite yet. Although I probably should very soon, because having our domain this large will diminish the efficiency of our kingdom. But at the same time, I'm going to lose a lot of levies by handing them out. So I should probably hand out the ones with the lowest levy counts. Those are both at 360. Don't know if we'll get the full 1,000 that he had from that, but actually Eaglebrook is pretty terrible. I should give away Eaglebrook. I do need to be careful though, because if I give these to my sons, they will fall into the heir seat. Honestly, this would be a pretty fortuitous time for him to die, because if he took over, then I could, you know, start distributing the land among his sons. And actually, how's his? Not that great. We got some military technology there. Fashionable. Formal declaration of war. King of Daggerfall. Let's see. I'll allow it, I guess. I'm going to pause really quickly and figure out what's happening here. I do find it a little bit funny that the Infern King, who's basically just a puppet at this point, is the one declaring the war and calling me like a rogue. So, yeah, Adwin here is the regent. What's the war about? Daggerfall War for Prince Belethor's claim on Cambria. Yeah, I figured they'd come back for it eventually, or somebody would. If this is the first episode you've seen, Cambria has been a very highly contested province. Not for any particular reason other than it's just gone back and forth between us and different kingdoms. There's really nothing special about it anyways, so... let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and check the time before we start diving into this war, and I will be right back. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left. Let's go ahead and just leave the clock running and see what happens. I imagine that they'll be able to muster a pretty decent sized force, and they'll probably throw some mercenaries at me as well. I don't have a lot of money to counter with mercenaries of my own, so I think what I'll do... they're bringing in backup. What kind of backup can I bring in? I may as well call everybody up. Oh wow, what happened to our levy count? They dropped off by like 1,000. You know what? I think it has something to do with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this province to somebody. I gotta be careful who. It should really be like a cousin or a nephew or something. Actually, I wouldn't mind giving it to him. Or maybe not him, but his son or something. You know what? Yeah, we'll give it to him. Because I don't think he can inherit. So we'll give him Jules or whatever. And I'll give him the lower titles too. So he'll leave my court, and then we'll just reappoint him. If I can. Maybe not immediately, but that's fine. Actually, wow, you are pretty good at all things, really, but I'm not going to put him in that position right now. I don't want her doing that. I do want her... Let's have her build a spy network. Actually, no. We want... Yeah, we want her to scheme in Orsinium. And... How did that give us any bonuses? No, it didn't. It just made it worse. I don't know why we lost 1,000 troops. But let's get everybody called up. And we'll probably just have to hold Cambria as best we can. It is mountains, so, you know, if we can fight a defensive battle there, we should be alright. Unless they muster just massive armies, which we saw, I think we saw Wayrest do that before, where they hired more mercenaries than we could field troops, so we'll just have to hope that we can use this terrain bonus to our advantage. Let's see, my grandson wants a fief to govern. I need to actually look at this. Okay. He is a pretender, so I'm gonna have to refuse him for now. Luckily, fighting Daggerfall only presents a very small front because they can't cross through... Where? Okay, we got some gold. We just lost a battle somewhere. Right here. Oh, these guys. Okay. Hang on. You... go join them or something, I don't know. You guys need to go deal with this. We're getting attacked from all sides here. This is gonna suck. We're probably not gonna be able to hang on to Cambria if this continues. So I'm gonna move these guys up to here, and they're gonna have to hold this northern border. Let's see. Is that Butt? The Butt cult? Faith triumphant. The adherents of the 1,000 monkeys faith has steadily dwindled to the point where the Butt cult believers are in the majority. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I'm getting a little giggle out of it. An immature giggle, but let's see. So the 1,000 monkeys faith is de facto heresy. All of their holy orders are converted. Okay, I don't really care because that's happening over in Akavir. Let's see. Let's actually take the fight to them. My daughter died of an infected wound. Is she fighting in battles or something? I mean, I guess technically female orcs would probably be more likely to fight in battles than female humans, but I mean, in Viking culture, women were just as likely to be warriors as men, or maybe not just as likely, but almost as likely. This guy just loves assassinating people, which I guess I kind of get carried away with that too when I'm... How the heck did they get over there? They totally outmaneuvered me there. I've got a guardian, or a child ready for a guardian. My grandson, huh? I guess we will... educate him. We'll just have him do it. And I think this is probably where we're going to break off the episode. We're definitely out of time, and I think this is a nice little like cliffhanger spot to leave it. So obviously next time we'll finish the war, see if we can hang on to Cambria without losing it to the Kingdom of Daggerfall. If we do lose it, you can bet that we will be coming back at them with a vengeance once we get enough troops mustered. And then we'll continue to set our sights on Lorient, and then probably down here to Wayrest once we're done. Mark Weston here is also looking like a pretty prime target. And then depending on how much of the Kingdom of Evermore they're able to break up, we may, continue east as well. Up here, we'll have to be pretty cautious about taking these because it seems like a lot of them are allied. You can see these guys are all coming after me right now. When we took Sharnhelm, North Point got involved, so there's a lot of alliances going on here, and we're going to need to be cautious about it. But yeah, so that's where we're going to end it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys back here for part 25 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play.